All right, everybody. Today we're working on this old trailer. This was like an old, like I think they were hauling around like motorcycles to Sturgis and stuff like that. It's basically just an old trailer that I got. It was pretty, beat up. It's got the four lug there, four lug axle. I don't even know what the weight rating is. Probably like under 2,000 pounds or something like that. They put these like, just deck boards on, and it's crazy because some of them were like nailed on. It was like, definitely homemade. I think as this project went on more and more, I realized that I think this thing came from like an old tent trailer or something like that. But basically, I just stripped all the wood off. What we're building here is kind of interesting to me, but I needed a smaller, lighter trailer to go camping with, so I could do quick weekend trips, without having to haul my big trailer out, because if it's just for the weekend, we don't really need, like the whole deal. It took too long to get it set up and take it out and everything. Oh, it's off.
It looks like it's just, it's done.
There you go. I did that to that. So anyways, then I'm just going to cut these sides off. Basically, the idea here is that the front of this trailer is just going to be a bathroom. And the back of this trailer is just going to be somewhere to put bikes or, like e-bikes eventually. That was kind of the plan. I never really got there, but maybe soon. So basically, I just go around here and cut off all the sides, and because, I don't need any of this, railing. I think I did save all this metal because it is a fairly thick angle iron that they used here, so... But yeah, it's just a lot of cutting. You can see here we're just going to lift this whole thing up. Like I've cut it all off, and now it's definitely... I didn't really film it very well, obviously, but it's all one, 2 pieces, 3 pieces off of there. So now we just have like a flat deck that we can start working with. So right here I'm cutting out this sort of cross... angle iron or whatever, because basically in here what we're going to end up with is where the black tank is going to go for the bathroom. It's going to have like an RV style bathroom in here with a little bit of a transformer twist on it. It's basically what I want this thing to do, is to be able to be towed by like any vehicle, like even my Prius. I tow my appliance trailer around with my Prius, so it's my base. It's my main appliance vehicle, and I wanted this to be able to tow that too. Could load camping gear in, haul this trailer around, and have a kind of a pop-up bathroom being able to be hauled with any vehicle.
I think he welded it in there. I didn't see that he welded it right there too. There we go. There's just some angle. We'll go right here. Except it'll be like that. It just won't fit anywhere. It almost fits like that.
There you go.
As far as ground clearance. I mean, I don't hate that. Is the toilet back more, right?
Right. You keep going.
You what?
These jokes can go a little too far if you keep going.
So basically, I need to put one there about. Like that. Just like that. I'll put the edge of this one right there. That's the inside. And half
Precise measurement. Very precise here.
Saw cut angle, I think.
So I'm cutting the cross member here that's going to go across and hold the one far side of the black tank in. So one of the already existing frame rails will hold one side of the black tank, and this is going to hold the other side.
Don't know if the bandsaw would have been better, but
see how we did. I think we did pretty good. So now I'm cutting little mounts to put on the other side that I'll weld in, see right there. So that will go there, that will go there, and we'll hold the black tank on like that.
Oh yeah, that's not helping.
Let's see how it works. Try to demonstrate it. Try to fully demonstrate it. So I'm not a welder. I haven't been trained in welding or nothing like that. But basically, I'm just welding on these, mounts, more or less. We kind of tipped the trailer up and put it on that red dolly right there. And so it's holding the top of the tongue of the trailer up. And I just went under it and welded these mounts in to hold the black tank in. But, and then there's me welding in the back mount or the front mount there for the black tank. And it's kind of nice that the black tank just fit right in there in the frame rails, because this trailer project did end up turning into something way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like at first I thought I was just going to be putting together, this sort of box, 2 boxes and a bathroom and calling it good, but it turned into a lot more. So here what we have is I'm starting to cut the frame for the box, for the actual inside of the bathroom there. So yeah, it's just basically a lot of measure, cut, trying to get as square as I can on these 2 boxes that will eventually be the bathroom housing point. So right here I'm putting up my 4 posts for the bottom box. And so I'm just building basically a rectangle box with, framing it up kind of like you would a house, just with studs. I did 4 studs across the top there, or across the front, and 4 across the back. And then I put in these, these pieces on top going all the way around. They just basically made a box that, after I get all the box welded together, I'll put on like some siding, some sheet metal skin. And basically the idea here is to just make a bulletproof thing. I can just sit in the yard. Apparently the camera fell over there. That's probably why I fired Tyler right there. I can't remember. I fired him many times, who knows. But there you go. I'm cutting the top piece. It looks like we've got to fit it up there and weld it up. I just used like some, I don't know what it is. It's just some square tubing that I got from the local metal supply. I don't know. I don't remember how thick it is. It was a while ago. So that was just, grinding down all my welds there, and then I got some more, tubing there to kind of square up the other side. So at this point, the door is going to be where I'm standing right now, facing the passenger side. Originally, I was going to put the door on the driver's side, but at some point along the way, I changed my mind, and so what I'm doing here is I'm framing in the sort of the door jamb, if you will. So this is going to be the outside. I've got like a little 4-inch or 3-inch stretch there where that'll be the all of the framing on that side, so that the door will be able to open, through there. You'll be able to get in and out of the thing. So the idea is that there's going to be a top box on top of this that actually drops down on it. And so when you're in tow mode, the whole thing basically is like 4 feet high. And then when you get to your campsite, you push a button and the top box lifts up off the bottom box, and then the whole thing is like 6 or 7 feet high, so that you can actually get in it and it's tall enough. Here we have trying to teach the kid how to weld. He welded on it, he painted on it, he helped me out with a lot of this thing here. So he's learning how to weld as we go too. So So this is like part of the top box coming together. I've kind of I don't think I really filmed a lot of me. It's just more cutting, welding, grinding, cutting, welding, grinding. That's what we're doing. So you see, I'm lifting the top box on my side over there. Then he lifts the top box on his side. We're just kind of mocking it up and see how it's going to lift, if it's going to work or not work or whatever. Like, we're kind of designing this thing as we go too, because like I've never done it before. So that's the way it is. Sometimes you're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. So I went ahead and drilled some holes in some metal, and my original idea here, and this thing changed multiple times because I was kind of designing it as I went, but the original idea was to put some dryer roller bearings on the side of this, and as it lifted, the dryer roller bearings would locate it so that it would just lift smoothly. So I have a Samsung bearing there, probably a used bearing that I had, and I just welded on a bracket for it. And then basically thought, well, those bearings will just roll along the inner frame, so the outer frame will just roll as we are able to lift the thing. And then, there's a Maytag one there. Basically, same idea. I just got a few different ones. Okay, so here we jump way ahead where I've got some of it skinned, and basically what I've done is I've added a winch on the back that we will just crank, and you can see there the kid can actually crank the winch and it will lift the box. And so that's how it's going to transform into sort of a room, if you will. So so that's going to do it for this episode of this. If you guys want to see more of this build or content, let me know. I think what I'm going to do is the weekend videos are going to be stuff like this, and then hopefully the weekday videos will be more like the appliances. If you guys don't want to see this stuff, let me know and I won't post it either. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and yeah, thanks. Bye.